Hey to the people, what's going on? It's me, Chase. Let me look into the camera. Hey to the people, what's going on? It is me, Chase. This is the Love and Marriage Huntsville review. We'll be joined shortly by Tori B. D is not going to be able to make it tonight, but we're going to go ahead and move on in her stead anyway and talk about what the fuck's been going on. Yeah, we're going to get started early tonight. What in the world's been going on down to the Huntsville? Because, in Huntsville right now, it is what pimps up and foes down. Welcome to the show, Tori B. How you doing?
Hey y'all, how you doing?
How are you? And have that camera on when it's time to go. Number one and number two. You all right? What you falling out the chair? What's going on? You
No,
discombobulated?
I was getting myself together. I like to be centered.
Okay, yes, one. And you want to be centered within. You want to be one within. Amen.
Amen.
All right. As y'all know, I can barely see. We've scratched both of the corneas in my eyes. So the left and the right have been scratched. And we're still going to push through and give you guys a show that you want and give you guys a show that you need. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Tori, what you doing? You was in vacation in the Hollywood, not in the Hollywood Hills, but you was in the hills.
I
Where were
was in
you?
the woods, the
Yes, you was
woods
in the
of
pit.
South Carolina, where my
Mm-mm.
family is from. I was in the woods.
I forgot you get your girl.
Yeah, my mama is, and then
Mm-hmm.
my daddy Puerto Rican.
Oh Lord. So two types of crazy. That's what that Tori B, and that's why Tori B explains everything. Explains everything. Yeah, they crazy. I don't care. You want to change it, I ain't changing on it. Crazy. Am I lying?
All right, but let me say I'm
Am
crazy.
I
Not
lying?
you, not you. I say I'm crazy.
I don't know those fucking people. I'm just saying. Historically.
Yeah, the Puerto Rican side is a little crazy. Uh,
Mm, trying to get me into knowing the truth about the people. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. I watched the bootleg version. I got to be honest with you. I watched the bootleg version, so I might have a bootleg set of notes, and whatever we get right, we get right. Whatever we get wrong, we'll fix it. But what I do think happened first was Lance and Destiny finally had a sit down. Correct?
correct.
Okay, good. So Lance and Destiny finally had a sit down. Now Lance says that when he left LA, he left because he was ready to go and not because his daughter was born. He also said that while he was dating Destiny, he was actually getting super serious and was looking to possibly talk about marriage with Destiny, which is a shocker to me. Not only was there some shockers to me, but there was some shockers to Destiny as well, because she stated that Trish uh told her that Twan was interested in her, and she said that she would be upfront with Lance and let him know upfront that this is what was going on. And Lance says, well, honestly, that's my god brother. And Destiny was shot and her jaw was dropped down to the thing, girl. She did not know she was fucking brothers. And that's just, I don't. Nah, she said she ain't sleep with him, and we're gonna take her word on it. We believe women, right?
Right. Don't be lying on her box.
Well, hello, okay. And so she didn't know that, but Lance says he has his she has his blessing. It almost feels like Lance said that they have his blessing only because he knew that he did not necessarily handle the situation in the best of terms with Destiny regarding his baby coming into this world and her finding out on the internet about that. Now, I don't honestly think that he was happy with it in this moment, but it felt like he was giving her one because he messed up. If that makes sense.
That's what I got from it. I
Okay.
was surprised to know it was a little. He was thinking about marriage. I'm like, that was
So
strange
then
to
you
me.
know
I was
what?
like,
So then you
I
know what
think
he
he said he was thinking about it, but it was
well
very.
still. I thought it was just fun and sniggles and giggles. I didn't think it was that serious. That it has to be along the line of you have to see something in a person to even discuss to think about marriage with that person, right?
Yeah, in a sense, she's a little bit more stable than he is and has less kids. So I get that part. But I'm trying to understand. You would think about marriage with somebody you didn't have sex with. You gotta test drive it before you know whether you're gonna marry somebody.
Well, see, here's that. I was thinking about that too, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit because they didn't, discuss whether or not they did in this particular scene. But what I want to say is, what you've been selling me these last couple of episodes that the relationship was not serious. It wasn't serious for Destiny. It was serious for you, and you liked her because you're thinking about marriage, right? So if you're thinking about marriage, we haven't been here in a couple of weeks, but the last time we were here, we all had the situation. D felt like he did not owe her an apology. He did not owe her an explanation, and I, said that I felt like he did. Remember?
Yeah.
And now knowing that you considered marriage with her, whether she was included in the conversation or not, I would think that if you think that much of someone and you think, then you should have thought that much of someone to discuss and let them know that you have a child coming into this world. It feel like he only played it cool because she was playing the cool, and he agreed to some terms that he didn't really agree to.
Yeah, and maybe that's why Nell was kind of so mad about her flirting and making googly eyes
Oh,
at
we
the
jumping ahead.
doctor.
We'll get to it. We'll get
All
to it.
right. I'm just saying, it just
Yeah.
it was a very interesting situation all around.
Oh
We
yeah,
got some
absolutely.
more information. I was very surprised at those revelations from Lance.
Oh
And
yeah,
if that was the
absolutely.
case, why are you up here shooting up the club?
Look, we got some people in the lounge. Tell everybody to hey to the people in the lounge. And
Hey,
I can't
y'all.
see who's in here, but thank y'all so much for supporting us. Make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bells on. The busy season is upon us, coming up pretty. And we got a couple of weeks, and then it's gonna get really busy over here on the No Chaser TV, YouTube, and podcast. Because I'm doing the Bell Collective Saturday morning. So Bell Collective reviews will be out because everybody knows I love the bells. Don't I love the bells?
Yeah, you and these bells.
I love the bells, girl. I love the bells. Do you? That was my favorite reality show for quite some time. Like I love them. Anyway, so we're doing the bells, and then of course we're doing Potomac. We got this going on. We may or may not be doing Salt Lake City. And if it is, it's gonna be me up here doing Salt Lake City unless somebody wants to join in every now and then. But yeah, it's pretty busy. Then Married to Medicine, I'm sure is coming back pretty soon. So the busy season is upon us. Yeah. But in the meantime, we'll go ahead and move forward. Did you have anything else that you want to say? But I did want to just clarify that I said that I felt like he owed her an explanation. I don't know necessarily at the time if I felt like he owed her an apology, but I do now feel like he owed her the apology that he gave her if he was considering marrying her, only because if you're considering, I just feel like they stated how good of friends they were. He knew how hurt she was when she found out that Moses and uh
Honey,
Sonny
come
got
on.
married on the internet. Congratulations, right? Right?
Yes, that's absolutely correct.
She was hurt. So if you're in any ship, but they're in not only relationship, but they're in friendship and they're kicking it, right? He knows that that's a trigger for her. So, I think that he was trying to downplay the connection on television so he wouldn't look like he was the bad guy, but he made a lot of mistakes, in my opinion. You don't get close to me, right? And you know that's a trigger to me. And then you supposed to be my friend. You supposed to be somebody I'm kicking it with on the humbug, and you're privately thinking about thoughts of marriage with me, and you go and perpetrate the same act that somebody else did to me, and me find out something monumental on the internet, it's a dub for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm surprised he took that much accountability. So I feel like there is some growth with Lance. Um, yeah, I'm still a little struck at he really was considering marriage with her, and if
I
you
was
was
really
considering,
shocked when I
yeah,
heard that.
and if you considering marriage, why was you up here shooting up somebody else's club, and why you ain't tell that girl you was about to have a baby?
But you know what? People just so cool no more. People don't dance no more. All they do is this. All they do is
Oh, we forgot his reasoning for not telling her is because he wasn't sure if it was his. But
okay. Yes, but still,
but still, I feel like you should have told me,
once you knew,
hey, yo, I got this situation. I'm not sure if I am the father of this child, but it's a possibility. And
Yeah,
so I
well,
feel like,
I'll even give you this. You may not necessarily have had to tell me that because that's something that people in relationships do, right? Or friendships do. So, I'm gonna just give you the pass on you not telling me when you weren't sure, but there is still a window and a time frame between when you're not sure and then when you know that's your baby and then it hits the internet. That in between that time frame, once you found out it was yours, you could have told me.
yeah. So he was wrong for
I
that.
still feel like he was wrong for that.
He was wrong for
Not
that.
he don't get no
Absolutely.
pass for that for me. But I was saying people don't dance no more. All they do is this. You know that song? All they do is this.
Everybody too cool.
Yeah, everybody too cool to come out and say, "Hey, listen, I know that we here on the humbug and on the slide, we sniggling and giggling, and we're just kicking it, but I like you for real." And now, what am I gonna? Now you get what I'm saying? Sometimes all people really need to know is that you feel a type of way for them to make those decisions. Maybe she would have buckled down and gotten serious with him had he told her that. You know?
But also, he really did seem kind of hurt. Remember, when what event was they at?
Now
Oh,
was that at now? Somewhere he was like, "Really, you talking to some other guy or something like that?" You
yes. So
using Google? Oh, he was hurt.
he was hurt.
Yeah,
He heard that she was making googly eyes at somebody else. So that
that's
was an
why I thought it was more
indication.
serious than what it was.
Yeah, that was an indication that he was trying to take it seriously. He felt some type of way about that. So
Yeah. hmm Everybody just kind of not owning what's going on with it. Hey there, Just Marty. Ooh, watch the Washingtons. Please do Salt Lake, y'all. One of the reasons why I like having a panel, you know, and I think I do a good job by myself. What do you think, though? Honestly, you think I do good by myself?
yeah, you just gotta stay off the hen dog. Even though I think
No,
they
hell
they
no. I was tearing their ass up on the hen dog.
I
Was I
think
not?
yeah, I think they like
It wasn't a hen dog. It was an edible. I was on edibles when I was doing that, and I was wearing.
that
I
you was
was up here having
drinking
a
hen
good
dog
time,
too.
bitch.
That's
Huh?
so good. But I feel like they like you on the hen dog and the
Well,
edible.
I'm on the hen dog right now, so we're gonna see. This is the first time I've been on the hen dog in months. But I was going to say it. This really holds me accountable. If I have to do it by myself, I cancel a show so quick. Yeah. Just saying. But if I have somebody I'm doing it with, I have to be accountable because they're spending
Yeah,
their time too. You know.
I agree with that.
hmm
I'll give
I
you.
like the
I'll give
banter,
you.
and I think the people that do come up here,
They
they
give you
all
banter.
right. I ain't gonna give y'all too much. Y'all all right. Y'all do good. Y'all all right.
I know you ain't talking about me, child, because we
How about
already know.
all y'all ass? I ain't giving none of
No,
y'all
you
too
ain't
much.
talking about me.
You, Sammy D,
Sam, you all right?
Megan, y'all all
Sammy,
right. Y'all all right.
Sammy, me and Sammy gonna get in your ass. Keep it like,
And Sammy couldn't get in my ass if I open it up for him. Okay.
oh, Sammy, watch. I'm about to tell him get on the live right now. Sammy, I got him right on Twitter now.
Okay, y'all. Let's go ahead and move on forward. Oh, let me do this so I can actually see. I'm sorry, you guys. Hopefully, I do not delete the recap because I should have. Ooh, I'd be so scared doing this.
Save it twice. Save it somewhere else.
Okay, there we go. Because y'all know I have deleted the recap a time or two. It's only happened like twice in like all of my years, though. So come on, y'all. Give me a break. Twice. Okay. All right, so the men gather at the Putt Putt Golf Station, and everybody's coming in and talking everything. Honestly, the bootleg version I did not get the conversation between Lance and Martell, so I'm going to skip that. You can bring it up a little later, but let me break this down. The men gather, and Marcel enters the room, and he speaks to Martell. Martell feels like that's fake, that he would actually speak to him after everything that they've been through. Ken vents that nothing has gotten better with Trisha. He says when the divorce is final, he doesn't know if he's going to be ready to marry her because Trisha has a lot of work to do. The men say that they be out of that thing, and Ken says he is chilling, and everybody says, "No, the hell you ain't chilling." And everybody says, Ken says, "No, I am chilling. I'm just being patient, but I'm chilling." Martell asks Ken how he. Okay, we'll stop right there. Before we move on with the Martell and Ariane thing. So basically, Ken is a fan of this show. He's a fan of the internet. He's seen what we've been saying, and he's I think he's trying to play us. I don't believe him. I don't believe that he is cool off of Trisha. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I don't believe. I believe he wants to be cool off of Trisha, but I believe he wants to be cool off of Trisha because by the time they filmed that scene, a whole first season had been filmed for them. The whole first season, all of our opinions, all of our thoughts, and now he's echoing and parroting that. The only thing I'll give him is if he came to this conclusion after realizing that Trisha is the reason why he whipped that man ass or she had a lot to do with it. He probably already wanted to whip his ass anyway because he feels like he's annoying and he has his own feelings about him. But what took it over the top was him being told those stories by Latricia and the friend when Latricia and the friend honestly was in the wrong to me. I'm sorry.
Right.
And they got into that physical altercation. I think that that was enough to cool him off, maybe, but I don't think that it's solely because of that. Matter of fact, I don't even know if it's because of that because he didn't say that at the table. So to me, it feels like he's just parroting social media, and I don't think that his head wants to. His head believes it, but his heart doesn't. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, he stated that honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like that last conversation with Fletcher, his homeboy Ben told him, why you ain't moving on?
They were clowning him.
That's what I'm saying. And now he really like thought about it. And
But they
then
was clowning him last season too, though. Tori B.
I know, but after a while it catches up with you. Maybe he
That's
really,
facts.
you know what I mean? Like he finally heard it. But also what he said in that conversation is exactly what I said. Men believe when they invest in a woman, it's really hard for them to get out of the situation because they feel like they already invested money, time, energy, and he invested time with them kids.
Can he get a house in his name?
Probably not. Not with a felony conviction.
Because he could meet a woman with some children.
Right. But do they have a house? I mean, listen, I'm not gonna sit here and act like Trish don't got money on her own because she said she was she
Well,
was an
that's not what
engineer.
he said. He said that her car was still at her brother's house and need to be fixed, and he paid for all the bills, and she ain't got no money. That's what he said.
I know that's what he said, but if she's an engineer, she make good money. I just feel
Everybody, she got an engineering degree. Is she currently an engineer?
she said she was. That's the reason why
Okay.
she wanted to get out
Okay,
of
no,
it
no, we good.
to
I'm just asking.
do the
I'm just
gym.
asking. I'm
Um,
not. I'm not. I'm not one of those people. I'm not going to take nothing away from you. So I was just asking.
okay. No, no, no. I was surprised when I found out she was an engineer too. But my
Why were you
thing is,
surprised?
that's what I was gonna say. Meet the Washington. She might not
uh-uh.
be good with her money.
Why was you surprised?
I was surprised because the way she handles and conducts herself.
How does she handle and conduct herself?
She can't. Uh, she's not very good with her words. She's very manipulative. Okay, she does not handle conflict. Let me tell you something. I work in corporate America. One of my part of my job is handling conflicts. And if you can't verbalize how you feel or communicate properly, but then again, if she's an engineer, she may not deal with people. So I kind of see it both ways.
You think I
But
know how to verbalize how I feel and communicate properly?
yeah, you do. She doesn't. She does not. So to me, I was a little bit surprised because the what I see on TV doesn't give that she knows how to communicate her feelings and what she wants in a productive way. You manipulated this whole situation with Marquez. It's just to me, I don't know. Like I'm surprised. I mean, she really loves working out. I'll give her that. But I don't know if I didn't. I was very surprised that she was an engineer, especially because Kim made it seem like she need him for money. Engineers make very good money.
Yeah, Dwayne Wayne was an engineer. I
Period.
love a different world. Anyway, um, I don't know if I'm fully sold on it, y'all. That's all I got to say about it. Martell asked Ken how he knows Ariane, and he said, "Man, I don't know no damn Ariane." He said, "But if I did, I'd tell you because I'm a real person." Shots fired. They then go around the table asking everybody if they know Ariane. He says Marceau said Ariane was effing around when confronted, and Marceau said that he may have just been mistaken. So Martell said that they flash back to the to Destiny's Field Day where Marceau says, "I know what your girl's been up to and who she's been up to it with." And he said when he reached out to Martell, Marceau said that he may have just been mistaken. From there, he says that's why he brought up his boy fucking Tisha.
Tit for
Friend of the
tat.
Yeah, that's tit for toot, all right. Friend of the show, Will says Ariane came over to work out, but he was just joking, and I think that Martell got the joke, but I don't know if he really got the joke. Maurice wants everyone to just let it go and move on, and the guys are outside now at the campfire, and Marcel's making jokes about coleslaw and stuff like that, and Martell and Marcel go back and forth about how they entered into business together with Scolt, and Marceau says that he owned multiple unit properties, as well as worked at the movie store as at the movies as a
Manager.
manager at the movies while he had multiple properties. And so the story that Martell has been pushing for years that has not changed on Martell's behalf, I give him that. That Martell felt bad for him in the situation that he was in financially and wanted to help him out by building Scout together is not true. And he feels like Martell always thought that he was better than Marceau. And the reason why Martell is mad is because he wants everyone to suffer because Martell got cheating, but they have not cheated on their wives. Marceau tells Martell to put his pussy lips on live. I meant to say put his coochie on the table. As they go back and forth, and there is that. Okay, I've watched all of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I have, you know that,
Hmm.
but you lived it. As far as I can remember, Martell's story has never changed. Has Marceau denied that he was entered into Scout to be helped out by Martell due to his family situation because he was working down at the Blockbuster? Or
It was a
what? Because
movie
why would
theater.
you work at the Blockbuster and have multiple properties at the same time? I understand getting your bag, but that kind of is mind boggling to me. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I feel like Maurice not coming to his defense knew he was lying somewhere in
I
there.
was like, okay, I know,
Because
but I just
Maurice
feel like
face was
something is
like,
off.
yeah, Maurice face. And then Fletcher said, okay, I don't know if I believe that because why would you need to work at a movie theater if you have multiple properties? That
He
just
had
doesn't
like
make
three or
sense.
four properties. Let him tell.
So, yeah, that doesn't make sense. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I believe Martell more so in this situation than I do Marceau. This part of it, the sculpt part, um, and I feel like he's telling the truth because Maurice kept quiet and didn't insert himself to say this is wrong or this is right. And usually Maurice is the voice of reasoning in these situations.
So
Okay.
any opportunity he has to take up for Marceau, he will.
Yeah. So for me, I feel like yes, Martell did say to him, "Hey, you got all these kids. You got kids. You know, let me help you out. We'll build this together." And I do feel like although they're a very fractured group, that is probably another reason why Marceau really tried to help Melody out when she was going through the issues with Martell and their marriage. So like as although they try to make it seem like they weren't friends, they were really really friends. And at one point Melody said And Marceau said when things got crazy, she did call him to help. So it does make sense to me that he would be like, bro, let me help you. We could build this together and do things together. I mean, they all, a lot of them went into doing properties, whether commercial or residential. That was the basis and foundation of this show. So
That's what I thought too.
for me, and I feel like that's why there was a little bit of jealousy between Tisha and Mel. Okay, because Martell and Mel were already there.
Because if I won't call it. Well, you can say jealousy if y'all want to, but I do think that there was a bit of professional admiration to the point that I once I started season 2, I was like, why is she trying to be like Mel? You remember that? I was having that moment, like, what is going on here? Anyway, but at one point when Martell was down on his luck, back against the wind, trying to make it, no way to win, did Marceau help him?
Yes, they helped each other. I'm
But
not
Marceau
saying
helped him to return. I felt like it was a return of favor, right? You were there for me, and now I'm gonna be here for you, right?
yes, but the problem is that Martell is the type of man like Marceau. This is where I do agree with Marceau. He is the type of man because we were all out having fun, cheating, even though he ain't say that part. And he the one who got caught up because he the one who got his mistress pregnant. He's mad at everybody else because their life didn't fall apart.
And I think that is so fucking stupid. You gotta walk your own walk. You gotta race your own race. Because trust me and believe you me, everybody, every dog has his day. Do you understand what I'm saying? Every dog has his day. That's all I got to say. It was your day. It was your day, son. But listen to this. I actually feel like it's worse. If you ask me, I actually feel like Tisha got it worse than Mel did. Hear me out. In regards to the cheating aspect of it, not anything else.
Okay.
Because at least Mel didn't have to go through the agony of finding out if he wasn't for a prolonged amount of time. She found out, unfortunately, that he was, right? Which is unfortunate and it sucks. But look how long Tisha has been tortured with these rumors.
That's her fault.
But I'm just saying, for 10 seasons, and for me, I would just want to know, did you fucking cheat with the bitch? Come on, just tell me yes if you did. So come on, right? As opposed to no, and I believe you, and everybody comes out of the woodwork saying that you did. That's all I'm saying. I just feel like Tisha, when it comes to the cheating aspect of things, may have gotten it just as bad as Mel. Of course, cheating, infidelity, of course, having a baby, those things hurt. And I'm not negating that. But what I'm saying, I won't say just as much. Let me take just as much back. But I think Tisha getting hers too. Does that make sense?
Yeah, she clearly is buckling under the pressure. She crying to Nell about it.
You actually want to have a nervous fucking breakdown over it.
If you wasn't so concerned and it didn't bother you, why you getting so mad at Nell for inquiring? And then lying and saying, you're not transparent. No, she's been very open that Fletcher cheated in the past. They've moved forward. And you just need to admit that listen, I'm gonna say it like this. Wanda believes that Marceau is cheating.
I don't got time for that anyway. All right. So Nella's working out with her fine. Listen, Lance, he cute. He ain't like yang around the house. But that's one.
yo.
Me every morning with Twine knocking that thing
Yeah.
I got Twine
Little Chris on you. I'm telling
on my mind.
I'm telling little Chris on you.
I got Twine. He had a baby on me, and I found it on the internet, so I ain't really got time for that no more.
Who?
I got Twine on my
Oh my God, Sean, how
mind.
you know Wanda
I
is
got
doing?
Twan on my mind. Don't see nothing particularly wrong. With Destiny wanting to get with Twan. Did you look at his big, tall, fine ass? I be doing the same thing Destiny trying to do. Something about Twan make me feel like a woman, honey. I know that's right. Good Lord. Trisha, who got all the business in the world of mind of her own, goes ahead and does tries not to do that and tells Destiny that Twan was interested. Now I want to know how Trisha found that out.
She a
Anyway,
messy heifer.
I want to find you. And Nell wasn't having it. Nell asked Twan if he denied, asked Twan if he hit Destiny, and he denies ever having hit Destiny. And from there, Lance says that he feels like it was get back on Destiny's part. Nell doesn't like it at all, and she was going off for at least 5 minutes about how much she didn't like Destiny playing in between the two of them. She feels like Destiny played in Lance's face, and Lance says it's weird, but he's cool if there is a mutual interest with Destiny. Lance says it was short lived between the two of them, but Nell knows in her heart of hearts that Lance smashed Destiny because Nell knows her son. Um, Nell was going off. What did you think about Nell? Just do you think that there's a word for it? Um, do you feel like Nell was keeping it real, or do you feel like Nell blames the woman? Like it's a woman blamer? It's a good question.
I think Nell needed to mind her business. She would say, "Oh, it's not none of my business" in certain situations. Now that she feels like her son got played in the face, now it's her business, and you my baby. And listen, is that man grown or is he a little boy? Now I need you to figure it out. He's a grown ass man. He could figure it out on his own. He do not need you inserting yourself in their business. He done had to sit down. Okay, if she want to mess with Twan, that's between her and Twan. Now you don't need to be getting in the middle of that either.
Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Hey, SD man. SD man made a great point. I wanted to
Oh, you saw
highlight. We'll
that?
get to it. I kind of see it.
Okay.
I kind of see it because I got two scratched eyeballs over here with no contact on. But yeah, I want to get into now. I need to mind her business later, right? Um, Nell was fired up, dog. I'm sorry. Nell was hot. Nell was hot. But I do think that I was a bit disappointed in Nell being so adamant that one of, if not both, smashed Destiny only because, we don't need to like shame or do the woman blame game kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know. Am I a feminist because I feel that way? Is that feminism?
It is, but
Really?
at the same time, it's kind of hard. Like,
It's
right?
hard. It's very
It's
hard to navigate that situation. It's hard, but I just did not. I think
I
that
don't think it's right for her to do
she
that
could have she could have gotten her point across
without
differently.
saying it. Yeah.
Because for me, it would be the fact that we had our conversation, me and her, right? Have a one-on-one sit down, and I'm not privy to the conversation that she had working out with Twan and Lance. And then we get to the union, and
Yeah.
I see it, and then we get to you, and I'm gonna have to cut you out because if it were me, I wouldn't appreciate that,
I don't
especially if it seemed like the one person that she did mentor was Destiny.
yeah.
So now you finally got a mentee, and you
And
whoring
this
them
is how you
out.
treat them.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
I
don't know,
didn't
but is she whoring herself out?
I don't even care if she is. That's her business. I don't clock mileage on nobody's box. And I thought she was wrong for doing that and insinuating that she had sex with
But
both.
when it's your
Okay,
child and your godson,
I get it. So
there's a
you can
different
say,
feeling. There's a different. I can
okay,
understand that. There's like a visceral gut feeling. Like
you can say I don't like the homie hopping. You could say that.
she kind of went far. She kind of went
It
too far.
went, yeah.
She
Saying
just
that
went too
she
far.
had
That's
sex
what it.
with both of
Because I
them
don't really
was
disagree with her. I'm sorry, saying what?
I just think saying that she had sex with both of them was too far. And I feel like when the season is over and they got an answer to what was said
She got
during,
the answer for that one.
she gonna have to answer to that one because that was what would give you the impression you don't know that. Like Twan is saying, I'm good off of that. It don't make he didn't make it seem like he was interested in that way. And again, it was Trisha who expressed that. I don't know if Twan ever really expressed
Ooh,
that.
don't say his name no more.
Oh God.
I got one on my mind.
Kevin, I'm not messing with you, Kevin. All right, you understand?
What Kevin said? Because Kevin, let me tell you something, Kevin. Okay, I want to know. I want to thank you for all of your support. You've been showing up. Kevin has been watching me review stuff for years at this point on other channels. He supports No Chaser TV on YouTube. He also supports No Chaser TV on social media. Kevin, I need you to act like you support, okay? And don't be getting up under my comments. Now that's some bullshit. What the hell is this going on? What's this? What's that? Kevin, don't do me like that. I just had to cuss 5 people out yesterday under my post. So when I get to see Kevin talking about, well, who cares about this? Kevin, really? We supposed to be better than that, Kevin. Mr. Reynolds. Because I definitely had to let a couple bitches have it yesterday up under my shit. Definitely. Definitely. Did I not? Let me tell y'all one thing about it, okay?
I'm laughing. This is hilarious.
If I'm giving the tea, it's tea to be given, okay? I don't go around. It may be frivolous reality television stuff, but I still take a journalistic approach. You see me behind the scenes, Tori B, and how I approach story, right?
Yeah, you be real passionate, and that's me putting it lightly.
Because like, okay, and then I get stuff sent to me all the time. Okay, and what do I ask? Where did this come from? Who said? I do my research. I don't just post anything, you know. Y'all should know me better than that by now. I see Kevin up on there talking that bullshit. I said, I know Kevin lying.
Word. He don't post half the stuff we send.
Oh my God. Oh my God. They said that. I don't.
He don't.
Because I care. And it's not that I don't care about what they send, but I do care, you know? All right, anyway. Because I also care about Swan. Ooh. Hmm.
Love said always fighting. He's fighting imagination, imaginative people at this.
I was not.
Not yesterday, today, right now.
I ain't fighting nobody imagining Kevin out here. I wasn't fighting Kevin. I was just telling Kevin to come up and that'd be nice. Kevin, be nice. Kevin, don't get him started. I don't even see Kevin. What Kevin at? Oh, Lord Jesus. Kevin, you got me? Where else see Kevin
Now
at?
you see what he said.
Wait, who brought up Kevin if he's not in here?
Kevin is here. You
There you
can't.
go. Oh, Kevin. See, don't say stuff like that. Lord Jesus. All right, anyway. Somebody's got to do it. At least you got taste. I ain't see Ant ugly nigga on the roster, baby. I got to be honest with you. Moses.
The first one. Yeah, Moses is fine. He a little dense and a little aloof, but he is fine.
Right. So Destiny and Nell finally meet and discuss their issues. Destiny says that she felt Nell moved differently in LA. And Destiny says that Tisha told her that Nell left to be by Lance's side with his new baby. Nell says that Tisha needs to mind her own fucking business and worry about her marriage. I need another Nell versus Tisha. I need more.
It's
I
gonna
need it.
come back. It's
I
coming
need it.
up. It's coming up. You know it's coming up. They
Y'all
love
got
it.
the. Let me tell you, they doing too
And
much keeping
Kimmy
them
too.
apart. They keeping them apart too much for me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I know. Nell was so motherfucking hot at that table. She was spitting mad. You ever heard that before?
Yeah,
That's a southern saying. Spitting mad.
yeah.
She's so mad she could spit. Oh, she was mad.
That's the serious thing. They did that during football the other day.
Oh yeah, they sure did. That man got the spit on that
That's
man.
a real thing. You know
Yeah.
how hot you gotta be to spit on somebody? That's disgusting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I done been mad before, but I ain't never got the urge to spit at somebody.
I would tell y'all a story, but I ain't got time. Anyway, she says no baby was born when they left LA. Now I have to say, she called Nell called teacher all kinds of liars.
But that's what she
I
told her.
thought that they left because the baby was born.
That's what she told her. I remember her saying that.
She said that all. She said that all the season.
Now forgets which the she be saying.
Nell and Fletcher be lying.
She be lying. She
Nell
told them that.
and Chris be lying.
Yup, Chris be lying too. They both caught lies. Them some lying. That's a lying ass couple.
And guess what? Y'all gonna get mad. Do I care?
No, you still
Oh,
love
don't. But I call it out, but I don't care. That like y'all get mad at me. Baby, they was 38 hot up under that post, up under our YouTube video when I kept saying no justice, no peace, free the grand dame, release. I like Karen. Y'all are not gonna make me dislike her. She's made some very poor, horrible choices in regards to drinking and driving. That is dangerous. That is nefarious. That is deep down dirty, honey. That is deep and dangerous. She should not be doing that. But y'all said she wanted. Then y'all said she deserved to do some time, right?
Yep, she deserved time. She went in.
Did she do her time?
She did her time.
So next.
She could have stayed another month though.
No, she did the 6 months that the prosecution wanted her to do. Catch that. The people that was prosecuting her wanted her to do 6. And she did every day of them 6. Take it up with the judge, baby. She free. Anyway, I'm not gonna change on that. Nobody's gonna make me feel bad for that. But they tried though, didn't they? I love everybody.
You see,
Y'all
he
know
done sang a whole jingle for her ass.
No justice, no peace, free the grind down, really.
I don't know how long he been since before she got out. He been singing this damn song.
And baby, Grandon got out. What Grandon did when she came out? Baby, Grandon thought she Michael motherfucking Jackson, bitch.
She better not touch a damn drink.
She rolled that window down and she say, I said, I know that's the fuck right, bitch. Give him your ass to kids, goddamn it. I know that's right.
And Karen better do right. We is birthday twins. Me and her is birthday twins. She better not F up again.
I'ma still stand by her because I'm a loyal person. But if she wrong, she wrong. I'm gonna call her wrong. When she was wrong, I said it. But I ain't leave her. And guess what? If you wrong, I ain't gonna leave you. That's how I roll. And I hope when I be wrong, because I be wrong. Not really. But y'all think I be wrong. Y'all think I be wrong.
You do.
And I hope, even though y'all think I be wrong, y'all won't leave me. Because I need y'all.
You be wrong.
Anyway, girl, please. Anyway.
Look.
Nell said the Destiny needed to evaluate the friendship between her.
Yes, you do.
I know Sean ain't talking about who be wrong. Anyway, they in the comments right now getting Sean together at the lounge. Needed to be. Don't think I read it. I saw it. The girl got you together. Anyway, needed to be evaluated. Nell says, baby, our friendship, if anybody need to evaluate our friendship, it's me. Because you were flirting with my godson in my face when you were supposed to be talking to my son. And Destiny said, I literally just found out, earlier this episode that was your godson. I ain't know. And Destiny said, Nell said, that's not the fucking point. You were still talking to a man in front of my motherfucking face when you supposed to be talking to my son. And that's why you keep people out your business. Because can I say this? Even though y'all was sniggling and giggling and kicking it and, fool line and yang around the house, it is disrespectful to talk to another man, regardless of your relationship status, unless you are single, in front of that man's mama. And I don't give a damn what y'all say.
I agree with
that.
To
me, that's disrespectful.
Don't do that in front of my face. Do that somewhere else.
That's disrespectful
It
to
was
me.
disrespectful. Have enough respect for me
We
to
cool.
not
We
do
ain't
it
that
in front of
cool.
me.
We ain't that
Wait,
cool.
we forgot to touch on the fact that what's very weird here is that Lance hired Twan to be her bodyguard. That's what he said. I was like,
If I was Destiny, I would have said, you know what I would have said? Since we talking about the bodyguard,
I want to run to you.
I know that when you look at me, there's so much
I already knew he was going to do that.
that you
I want to
just
run to
don't see, buddy. You would only take the time. I know in my heart you'd find a long girl is scarce sometimes who isn't always strong. Can't you see the heart in me?
you.
I feel so all alone. Twine, I'm finna run to you. Twine, I'm finna run to you.
Hold me in your arms.
Oh, take me right now, Twine.
Yeah, that's my song. I can't even lie.
Right now, Twine. Oh, God. Just take me, Lord. Oh, my God. Take me right to Twine.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
my God. Could you just imagine me just running through the clouds with white Floyd garments and long Floyd weave, just running to Twine? And he picked me up because Twine could pick me up, y'all. And he picked me up and spin me around. Show over with. Y'all have a good night.
Now you being delusional. All right, let's go.
Anyway.
It's one of my favorite songs
Oh,
off that
boy.
soundtrack.
Oh, my God. I'm going to play that when we get off here and say, why Twine? Destiny says she was making googly eyes, but your son was making babies. I said,
Woo!
I did. I was like, well,
She ate with that.
say, Nella, fuck up, bitch. Nell says Destiny was dating Moses, Twine, and her son. Who's next? I think. Now, one thing about it, Destiny could read the other girls on the show, but she gonna have a fight with that now. They're not gonna just sit there and take it. She said, "You dated Twine, you dated Moses, and you dated my son. Who next?" Destiny say, "Wait a minute, I'm not loosey goosey. You're not gonna put miles on my coochie. You're not doing it." And she says that she didn't sleep with Lance or Twine, and Nell says, "Bullshit, the baker."
This was a funny sit down.
Oh my
This was
God.
all over the place.
Nell thinks Destiny is denying it because she likes Twan now. Destiny says if Twan were to ask her out, she would say yes, and she would tell Lance up front so Lance didn't find out on the internet like she did.
Mm.
Destiny loves Nell at the end of the day, and her feelings were hurt when Nell downplayed their friendship because that's been done in this friend group over the years. And Nell, says, listen, when I get mad, I say things, so I just kind of just shut down, and they make up and they move forward. And that's the episode. Um, as we mentioned earlier, I really do feel like this is why you don't have people involved in your business. It is just definitely double hard when you're trying to kick it with the cast member or your mama. Your mama, of course, your mama's going to be involved in this. Of course, she's going to want to know. And unfortunately, this is a situation where maybe it's, I guess I'll see you next lifetime because it just, unless it's really going to work, it's not going to work. And all of that fake relationship shit and that just kicking it, it just seemed like it was a recipe for disaster. And I guess it truly was not meant to be because Lance was not upfront with how he felt. He had thoughts of marriage. Lance dropped the ball on this one, and he left Destiny up for interpretation. And you don't leave people up for interpretation. You need to make sure that you're being intentional and not interpretive when you know that you possibly may want to marry somebody. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, Nell was definitely in their business too much. However, they filmed a TV show together. Nell was going to be involved regardless. So I think that if it was just a regular situation on the street, Nell would be one of those mamas that's just team too much, team too involved. But because the girl is her cast member, what's she gonna do? Sit there and not say nothing? Y'all know how she feel about her children, especially that Lance. She don't play by that Lance. So
Yeah.
I don't see where there's a world that Nell wasn't gonna do anything other than what she did. Just keeping it real.
True story. I wouldn't because of the situation, because they, but and then again, Destiny needed a storyline because if, all right, now that this is over, what is she gonna do next? Get involved with Bartel's business. So it is what it is. They made up and kissed at the end. Great. But this was funny. It got real hot and then towards the end they brought it back together. I just Destiny, why you always find yourself in these types of entanglements is what I don't understand.
Sean, I'm gonna take your rent away. Sean, to my bodyguard for what?
That's what I was trying to understand when he said, "Oh, he hired his god brother as a bodyguard," and I was trying to think. I'm like, for what? But maybe it's for Labaric. I don't know. Allegedly.
The
I
people
don't
said
know.
LeBaron don't want nothing but his money. His money.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
Otherwise, I can't think of anything else. But allegedly, she claims he did something to her. So maybe.
Let's move forward because I don't get time.
I'm
You were saying this. Let's just move forward. You said
yeah,
this always happens to her.
she always getting involved. It's a lot of entanglements. Just date somebody outside of the show. Now you giving Twan airtime. We wasn't paying attention to Twan
I was.
when,
Ooh.
other than the googly eyes she
And I realized that was. I said, "Oh, I don't blame him." Looking at him like Diana Ross. All
I
right, you guys. You
I
were
think
saying?
Lance is not Fletcher's kid. I believe
I don't
Lance
think
is,
so.
yeah, that's not Fletcher's son. They both had kids before they met. That's a fact because he was married before. So
Hmm. All right. That was the episode. Did you have anything to say about Mel and Martell going back and forth?
um just that I'm not surprised. And I'm also not surprised that if y'all are not aware, there were allegations made on Mel's behalf that, but I mean, Martell started it. Martell started it, and she really said, made allegations of him being abusive to her while she was on the show and even recently. And she put some photo, some screenshots out there for people to see and all of the things. So I'm gonna be painfully obvious. Y'all can call me a millimeter if you want. I believe Mel. I feel like then Martell also shared interview that Mel did with Dr. Heavenly, in which she claimed that Martell didn't. Heavenly asked the question, "Has Martell ever abused you?" And she basically denied any abuse. And so Mel responded with more screenshots and everything else. So, as far as I'm concerned, a lot of women who do get abused, and it's not just women, men as well, a lot of victims actually protect their victims. We've seen this time and time again. That happened with Megan Thee Stallion as well. A lot of the times at first will protect their abuser. And I just a lot of his behavior towards the end of their marriage was very abusive, just even with the language. He called her a hoe and all types of stuff. I just think that's disgusting to do. And I feel like she really tried her best not to do that. Even that last cast trip they had with the couples. He seemed to be very nasty and triggered, and actually a lot of those couples trips he just really got out of hand and couldn't control himself. um I think he probably didn't do anything because there were cameras allegedly, but I actually believe Melody, why would she want to do that to the father of her children? But I feel like at this point Martell has forced her hand into actually addressing a lot of these allegations and things like that.
All right, there you have it from millimeter number one, and yeah. So, okay,
This is a serious situation.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Make sure that you guys go and check out me and Jaime's review of Mojito Mommies, aka the Real Housewives of Miami. We did episode 13 and 14. You know how we are down to the Mojito Mommies. It's always a good time. But we also, it's a good balance. We give you the funny, but we're going to give you the real too. And so we had to laugh at a couple of asses and get into a couple of asses. And we did the same thing here tonight. Dia is not here with us. We wish her well. And Tori B, thank you for tuning on in and joining on in and giving on in. And everybody in the group chat, the AKA Lounge, we do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Um, we'll see you on later on this week for our the rest of our slate. And until next time, we will see you when we see you. Peace. I can't see. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, I'm joking. I'm joking.